Hello again, everyone, and welcome back to another beautiful day on the NerdCraft SMP. I am Maximan, your favorite cyborg pirate, and I've got another great episode planned for you this week. In today's episode, I plan on building a wither skeleton farm because I want to make a beacon shop. Now, in order to build that farm, I'm going to need a lot of wither roses. So I have been breeding epic amounts of rabbits in the background, and I'm going to summon a wither, and it's going to do its own thing, and wither roses are going to magically appear. So stay tuned, and we are going to get ourselves some wither roses. And remember, the NerdCraft SMP is recruiting right now. So if you would like to join, please send an email to nerdcraftsmp@gmail.com and we'll discuss the steps that you need to go through to join. If you like this video, please leave a like and remember to subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you very much and enjoy the episode. So here we have my Obsidian wither shelter. This is going to be to hide me and protect me from the wither while it's out there destroying all those rabbits. I know it can destroy obsidian, so I made it too thick. I'm also thinking maybe I should dig like an emergency escape tunnel just in case it breaks through this thing and starts coming after me. But I do have all the stuff to actually fight the wither, so before I get this going, I need to set that up so that I can be protected. I've got a beacon that's going to give me all the effects I need to fight it, and I am going to eventually just take it on after it takes out all the rabbits. So step one of setting up the defenses is complete. Now I just need to set up that beacon. Okay, so I went with a quad beacon. I've got jump boost 1 and regeneration on one of them. I've got speed 2 in case I need to get out of there really quick. I've got strength 2 and I've got resistance 2. So hopefully that, with the gear I've brought along with me, should be enough to keep me alive. I guess we'll see. Okay, I am officially ready. I've got my 4 enchanted golden apples that I found. Some golden apples just in case I run out of these. I've got a few potions of healing too. I've got everything I think I need. Maybe I'm a little over-prepared, but I'd rather be over-prepared than under-prepared. So now it's time to summon the wither. Let him kill those and then hopefully beat him. So I'm going to do this in the form of a time lapse. Well, I have just got to say that, first of all, that definitely did not go according to plan, as he just kept flying away from my little pen of rabbits. I guess all the strays that escaped kept luring him away. So unfortunately, oh, there's a wither rose I missed. Unfortunately, there's still a lot of rabbits left alive, but I do think I have enough wither roses now to build my wither skeleton farm. I've got over 3 stacks of wither roses, so that should hopefully be enough. If not, I might have to come out here and do this again. Ooh, hello zombie. Another way that it didn't go as expected though is I did not expect it to be so easy. I guess with the beacon fully powered up and my golden apples, it was so easy that I think the lowest I got was I had 2.5 hearts missing, and I don't even think he managed to get me with the wither effect at all, believe it or not. Maybe just from me moving around fast enough. But yeah, it was way, way easier than I expected. Ah, creeper! Ow. I do have blast protection armor. As you can see, that creeper barely touched me. So maybe the blast protection combined with protection was enough to make it so that he really was not able to even barely hurt me. And this is on hard mode. So yeah, I guess the wither is a lot easier than I expected it was going to be. So I'll have to be doing this a little bit more often now to get more wither roses. Or maybe I can design some kind of farm. Or more likely, I'll probably just take somebody else's design and give them the credit, of course. But yeah, so wither fight down. Now it's time to go and build a wither skeleton farm. So before I actually get started on the wither skeleton farm, I just want to show off something that I've been working on right here. This is a mob switch, because I know that working on that wither skeleton farm, there's going to be gas spawning, there's going to be all kinds of crap trying to kill me, and I just don't want that, not one bit. So these are all zombified villagers that I have traded with, and because of that, they're not going to despawn. So as long as these chunks are loaded, then hostile mobs won't spawn anywhere. So I'll be able to build my wither skeleton farm in peace without getting destroyed. So that was a very important step. And now we'll be able to use this anytime we have these chunks loaded. Like right now I have Demon Queen's account just chilling right there to keep this loaded so I can go to the Nether Fortress and start building. So anytime these chunks are loaded, there won't be any hostile mobs. So we can use that anywhere now, which will come in handy, I'm pretty sure. But now that we have that out of the way, which took longer than I expected, but now I can start building the farm. I am back here in the desert in full battle regalia because I was thinking that that wither fight was very, very easy. And I checked the settings on the server and I noticed that it was set on easy when I fought the wither. You see, we created the server in easy and then we later switched it to hard, but I guess I didn't update the properties of the server, technobabble stuff, and it ended up switching back to easy. So I think it does that every time it restarts until I fix that. So I have switched it back to hard, and now I am going to fight the wither again because I feel like that first one didn't really count. So without further ado, let's fight the wither for a second time. Well, there we have it. That is a legitimate hard difficulty beating of the wither. Oh, there's some more wither roses there for me too. Excellent, excellent. So yeah, I feel like that first one didn't really count. The second one was definitely much more difficult. And as you can see, I have used one of my enchanted golden apples now. I don't know if I necessarily needed to use it, but I felt like I had to since the entire purpose of me collecting those was for the wither fight. So there we go. The wither down, actually on hard difficulty this time. Now, I've never personally built one of these things, so I am gonna just kind of be winging it, but from what I understand, the best place to build them is like at a crossroads right here. And you want to get a piglin standing somewhere in the middle, somewhat like an Enderman farm, I guess, so that it can only be accessed by going around to a spot where they will fall down. And then once they fall down, I'll hope to have it the proper amount of height of falling, and then that should enable it so that they get just a one-hit kill. So let's get into a time lapse. All right, so this is the design of the farm. Now, I may have kind of shot myself in the foot here because I added all the wither roses, but I still need to get a piglin down on the glass block there in the middle. So I'm probably going to have to remove a bunch of wither roses and replace them just to get that piglin in there. But essentially, the premise is that the wither roses, the only thing that can spawn there is wither skeletons. So as long as I try and spawn proof as much as I can of the area around here, then hopefully the wither skeletons will spawn. They will be lured by the piglin into the middle and then fall down that tube, which will take them down to low health so I can kill them down there. The other thing that I'm going to have to do, and that's going to take a very long time, is spawn proofing. I am going to have to spawn proof a large area. Now, I think I'm probably going to use fire because flint and steel is pretty cheap to make. I can, enchant it so that it lasts a bit longer, and then I can just go around and light fires in every single square in this entire area, because I have to spawn proof a fairly large area in order to make this work. 128 blocks all around this entire space. So that is going to be very, very fun, but it's going to be worth it because I am going to be swimming in wither skeleton skulls and therefore swimming in beacons eventually. But I will be back after I have completed all of those tasks. Buttons. Buttons, buttons, buttons. As far as the eye can see. Buttons to the left of me, buttons to the right. I think it was about a shulker box and a half of blackstone buttons is what I placed around here. And then I used up all my blackstone. So then I switched to stone buttons. And as you can see, there's quite a lot more stone buttons than blackstone buttons. How much more, you ask? Well, the final number was 22 shulker boxes of stone buttons. 22. And it's still not completely spawn proof because I have noticed an odd zombie piglin here and there. They're rare, but they do show up. So I've got, see, like right here we missed some. So we're gonna have to place some buttons there. But yeah, so even with all of that spawn proofing, 22 shulker boxes worth of buttons. As it stands right now, this farm is very, very, very slow. I have AFK'd here for quite a bit, and I've noticed that I have got some skeletons, but not that many. And I did get 2 skulls, so that's some progress, but it's very, very slow. So I need to figure out some other optimizations that I can possibly do in order to make this farm produce some more, because I don't know what is happening and why it's so slow. As far as I can tell, almost the only space that anything can spawn is up in that chamber up there. So I'm going to have to do some tweaking. So right now, that's all I'm going to be able to do for this episode. So that means I'm going to have to go to bed for the night. Thank you very much for joining me. If you liked the video, please leave a like. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing so that you can see more videos just like this. And don't forget to smash that bell, because that way you get the notifications and you won't miss a video ever. That's going to be it for today. Thanks again for joining me, and I will see you next week.